Hey guys, my name is Ben Howard. We're back out here at Century Park trying to shoot 10 under par out here. If you haven't seen this series before, I'd appreciate if you went back and watched my previous attempts, but like I said, we're trying to shoot 10 under par out here at my local course. And if I'm able to do it today, I'll be giving away this Gannon-Burr Cloudbreaker. Sorry I'm a little late on this one. I tried to do it last week, but didn't have time. Tried to do it yesterday, and like halfway through the round, my mic got disconnected and I couldn't get it to connect again. But the conditions aren't exactly ideal. It's not really raining. I guess it's like misting, I guess you could call it. So the course might be a little wet. My discs might get a little wet, but if you know anything about me, you know my hands are dry. So this is actually gonna be probably good for me, if anything. But my attempt yesterday, I actually started out with 2 birdies and then didn't birdie anything else until hole 7 and 8. And then I think I bogeyed holes 11 and 12, which really hurt. But I think the main thing that showed me is just that I was putting too much pressure on myself early in the round. And so with how that round went and how the conditions are today, I'm just going to try and relax and just play my game plan. I have made some small adjustments to my bag. The main ones being I put in a baseline Waymaker. You'll probably recognize this one from the video me and Taylor made over on Goliath's YouTube channel. So make sure you go check out that video. But I want this to be a less glidey version of my Gloasis Covenant. Aside from that, I took out this OT Gyra and replaced it with one I got sent from Josh, and I also took out this this NT slingshot because I figured out the slingshot I already have in here, the Gloasis one, is pretty much the same stability as that one. So I took it out and put this new Rapture in. I got this. This is another one Josh from Goliath sent me. This one falls right in between the Metal Flake Rapture and my less stable Gloasis Rapture. So like I can get a touch of turn out of it, but it has a really nice overstable finish to it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So let's go ahead and get in the round and see how we do. All right guys, for hole 1, we've got a par 3, 260 feet. Basket's down this way, tucked slightly off to the left. I'm gonna go with the overstable mid-range, just throw it flat down the middle, hopefully have it finish off a little to the left. We also have a tailwind, so that should help the disc act a little bit more overstable near the end, but it also might push it a little long, but that'll be perfectly fine. Now come on, finish. Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm in the bush again. It's actually how I started my round yesterday, so hopefully I'll have that same putt I did then. Ooh, just a little high. All right guys, so for hole 2, we got another par 3 at 260 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. I'm gonna take the same disc I threw on hole 1, throw it on a little bit of anhyzer out to the left, have it bend to the right, and hopefully flatten out and push straight near the end, right to the basket. Just hold it, get over that. Oh, that tree took a little bit of energy out of it, but I think that's just outside circle 1. Yep, so like I said, just outside circle 1. Also a little uphill, so I gotta put this a little bit higher than I think I need to. But we still got that right to left wind, so it's also gonna kind of lift it and carry it left. I probably need to aim like just at the right side chains. Fade! Oh, dang it. All right guys, for hole 3, we got a par 3, 410 feet. Basket's up this way, tucked slightly off to the left. But like I said, we're going the same direction as hole 2, so I still have that right to left wind coming across the fairway. So if I try and throw the same Rapture I've been throwing, it's gonna get held over for a long time and then come back near the end. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with my regular Rapture, this Metal Flake one that I've been throwing on this hole. Just try and get a good amount of turn out of it and let it finish near the end. That's lower than I meant to throw it, but that'll still be good. Yeah, get a good forward skip. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and get up and down. All right guys, so for hole 4, got a par 3, 240 feet. Basket's up here behind this tree. We're in the same situation I actually was yesterday, where we've still got the same headwind coming in. And during yesterday's round, I threw a mid-range thinking that the wind was gonna kind of make it be a little bit more understable, but was going to slow it down enough to where I wouldn't have to really worry about it going long. And I sent it 30 feet long, so I was wrong there. But this time, I think we'll try Waymaker. I've just got to give it height and know that it'll get all the way there as long as I give it the height. Gave it the height. Get around that tree. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's still, I think an edge of circle putt, maybe closer than that. So, not bad. That's just annoying. Nice. All right, guys, for hole 5, got another par 3, 205 feet. You can see the basket just straight ahead. I'm gonna go with the Waymaker again, just flat the basket. Yesterday I tried throwing my Gloasis Covenant and that left to right wind turned it over, even though I couldn't feel it from the tee pad. So I'm just gonna assume it's there and just hope that the Waymaker will act a little bit more resistant to the wind. I threw it on a little bit of hyzer. Just get down. Oh yeah, perfect. Man. All right, guys, for hole 6, got a par 3, 300 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. We've got a left and a right gap. I like going down the right gap with the backhand, something really overstable. Just hope I miss the trees between us and the basket and kind of filter down towards the basket. And I think especially going into this left to right wind, that's going to be a better play. Just got to be careful about the height. Oh, I slipped a little bit. Big skip, please. Tiny skip. But I think that's like a edge of circle 2 putt. Oh, not high enough. All right, guys, for hole 7, we got a par 3, 230 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. We are going pretty far downhill, so the distance really isn't something you need to pay attention to. I'm just going to take an overstable approach disc, throw it down the right side, hopefully have it skip and kind of roll up to the basket. Big skip. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down a little bit. Oh yeah, that's fine. So one small mistake I did make on that shot, I should have gone with my OT or my less stable pillar because we had a right to left wind on that hole, and so something like this is going to get drug a little bit farther left, but we've got a 15-footer, so not too worried about it. All right, guys, for hole 8, we've got a par 3, 207 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead, but with all the room we've got out to the right, it just makes a lot more sense to go with the spike hyzer, especially now that that right to left wind we had in the last hole is turning into a left to right. Once this disc starts to get over on hyzer, it's going to drop. It's going to keep it from moving too far left, which is normally my mistake on this hole, just having the disc fade out and go to like the next hole's tee pad. But as long as I don't mess this up too bad, I'll give myself an inside the circle putt. Yep, there it is. So it's a little long, but I'll take that every time. All right, guys, for hole 9, we got a par 3, 240 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. I'm gonna try this Waymaker one more time because we do have, I thought it was gonna be, yeah, it feels more like a right to left wind. So typically I would throw my Gloasis Covenant, mainly just because I can power down on it and still get it there. Whereas with this, I'm gonna have to power up on it a little bit, but even if this turns over, I think I'm still gonna end up inside the circle. Just gotta throw this just flat and straight at the basket. Didn't turn. Okay, yeah, that's probably just inside of circle 1. Let's go. Whew. Whew. Okay. I promise I'm just excited as the rest of y'all. I'm just trying to, you know, keep a lid on it. We've still got 9 more holes to go. A lot can happen, but that's the best front 9 I've ever had on this course, period. And the last 4 holes in the course are like some of the easiest birdies. So really all I have to do is get through these next 5 holes, par or better, and we're basically set. But this is another hole I can birdie. Hole 10, par 3, about 240 feet. You can see it right here. Best play I found is to take a forehand over the swamp on the left, let it crash in. I just got to give it the height so that way when it does start to fade, it can get up the hill and be close to the basket. Let's go and get it. Oh, well, sit. Okay, that's fine. That's just outside of circle 2, I think. Or not circle 2, circle 1. Oh, I thought I did it. All right, guys, so for hole 11, we got a par 3, 400 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead on the other side of this ditch. Pretty much all we have to do is get through that gap. We're basically guaranteed a par. We still have that same kind of right to left. Now it's kind of like a right to left headwind, but I'm still gonna go with the slingshot because that's the disc I'm most comfortable hitting this line with. So if I hit the gap, that's great, but if not, I just have to get at least 100 feet off the tee and I'll be able to get up and down for par. Just like that. Get up the hill. Oh, did I hit something? Oh, that was weird. Ah, dang. Almost. All right, guys, so for hole 12, we've got a par 3, 390 feet. You see the basket straight ahead down this left gap. I'm going with the Enoch on this hole instead of the arc. With the Enoch, I can just throw it flat, and since we're going so far downhill, it's going to make the disc turn a little bit and then have that reliable fade that I need at the very end to get down there and park the basket. I just got to make sure I get the nose angle right and obviously hit the gap. No! Ooh, that was the worst tee shot I've thrown today. Oh boy. On that shot, the pressure really got to me. I've been doing a really good job of just staying out of my own head, not thinking about the pressure, what I need to do. But that time I just really was thinking about what I don't want to do instead of what I do want to do. But yeah, speaking of what I do want to do, all I can do is throw a forehand, which is very unfortunate considering the basket's on the left side of the fairway. I think the best thing I can try and do is go with my flippier NT arc. Just throw it flat. If it finishes out to the right, that's perfectly fine. If anything, I just don't want to take anything worse than a bogey. I can recover from a bogey. Anything else, no. All right, hit that tree, please. Hit the tree. Okay, that's fine. That's like a 30-footer. Nope, not high enough. Ugh. All my putts have been online. I just got to get the height, especially on something this elevated. I need to focus on putting that a little bit higher. All right, that's the most difficult hole we had left. From here, the rest of the holes are very birdieable, and I only need to get 5 of the next 6, which I will save for hole 14 because that's going to be the hardest birdie we've got left, but we can very easily do this. Just got to commit, hit my lines. All right, guys, for hole 13, got a par 3, 260 feet. Basket's up here behind this tree. Biggest thing to pay attention to is we got OB Creek on the left, so I don't want to throw anything that'll fade too hard, but we also have the OB baseball field on the right and a Mando right, so I don't want to go over there either. I'm gonna go with my Glow Aces Covenant, throwing a little bit of hyzer out to the right, let it push for a while and let that little bit of hyzer just drag it back to the left. Drag it back to the left. Come on. That should be good. Maybe a little too far right, but most of the time if you get it to finish a little left, it'll kind of fall down that hill. So at the very least, we should have a circle 1 putt. All right, guys, for hole 14, we got par 3, 305 feet, basket straight ahead. Biggest thing to pay attention to though, we got a double mando right off the tee and OB Creek still on the left. But this is the one hole I'm fine with taking a par, but I do still want to obviously get the birdie on this hole. So I'm gonna go with my straighter arc, just flat straight at the basket. Main thing I gotta do though is just give it height, let the disc turn, just don't let it finish off to the left. Get the nose down and get it up there. That's all I gotta do. I turned it over. Oh, they actually finished. Ooh, never mind. That's like a 15 footer maybe. Oh, that sucks. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I can birdie the last 4 holes out here, no problem. We're gonna go and do it today. Hole 15, par 4, 540 feet. All I have to do is get to the left of this tree on the right, and we're perfectly fine because there's a mando on that tree. So I'm gonna go with my overstable Rapture, throw pretty much just at that tree, and fade out in front of it. And we'll have a fairly manageable, like 150 to 200 foot approach shot in the green. Pulled it. Cut in front of it, please. Oh, thank you. All right, so y'all can see the basket up here. Main thing is you just got to throw this out to the right. Let the overstability of this pillar carry it back to the left. And try not to throw it long. Ooh, oops. Okay, I think that's set. I always hear pros talk about after having a spit out like that, it makes you a lot more nervous on the next putts you have, even if they are closer, farther away, whatever, but I never understood that until now. All right, guys, for hole 16, we got a par 3, 220 feet. You see the basket up here tucked off to the left. All I'm really trying to do is just throw overstable mid-range out to the right, have it get down, give me a nice skip, and skip up into the circle. That might have been a good branch, actually. Oh, that was a great branch. Thank you. Sorry if my breathing is getting annoying. All right, guys, made the hole 17. This one's a par 3, like 200 or like 160 feet, something like that. T-sign says 215, but 189 feet. That's what it is. We got OB Creek that runs down the right side of the fairway, cuts across, and goes down the left side of the green. Best play I found is to go out to the right over the creek, overstable approach disc, let the thing fade in. Main thing I've been doing on this hole is not giving the disc the height, and I end up short in the rocks. Most of the time I don't end up out of bounds, but I just got to give it the height this time. No! Okay, so we actually kicked across the creek, so I can throw it in from there and birdie it that way, I guess. I'll give it a shot. No, hit something, please. I don't know if you could hear me or not while I was all the way over there, but I tried throwing the pillar, and that was just too overstable. I threw it. If I would have thrown it low, it would have at least had a chance, but I threw it high, and it's just dumb. Normally when I play out here, this creek is casual, but they've got flags set up because I think they're doing like a flex start or something out here. I'm going to count it as casual because if I make this, then that gives me a chance to ace on 18 and do it. So if you don't like it, let me know down in the comments. All right, just got an ace 18. All right, guys, for hole 18, got a par 3, 320 feet right there. OB all around, marked by the fence. Got to ace it in order to do it. I've come close to acing this one before. I gotta give it the height. If I give it the height and throw it straight at the basket, give it a chance. Or just throw it straight into the ground. Dang it, that's disappointing. Oh gosh. Ugh. I don't know about y'all, but I want to throw up. Oh man, but yep. All right, guys, that finishes out. I don't even know what attempt this is. Is this like 6, 7? Well, obviously I'm disappointed in that attempt. Stuff like that is the reason why I'm doing this in the first place, is I want to put myself in those pressure situations and see how I handle that pressure. And I'd say I handled that pressure extremely well today. It seems like there's really 3 things you can do with pressure. You can either let it affect you, ignore it, or let it encourage you. And I think I really did a good job of letting that pressure encourage me and give me motivation and give me that mental focus that I really needed to put together all those birdies. The only time I would really say the pressure really got to me was the tee shot for 12. I really don't think the tee shot on 16 or 17 really got to me. I think that was just an early release. And it's funny because, like I've been talking about in a previous attempt yesterday, I had the same amount of pressure because I started off birdie, which I normally don't do. And so I let that pressure affect me throughout the front 9 and only was, I think, 4 down to the front 9, which is still pretty good, but obviously I want to get closer to that 6, 7 under par on the front 9, so that way I don't have as much pressure going in the back. So I know what I need to do for my next attempt, and I also want to make sure I get out here and actually play a practice round either the day before or just any time before I come out here and try and do my other attempt, because doing that round yesterday really did help. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all have any other recommendations for things I should change about my game plan, please let me know down in the comments. But please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.